Hello, y'all. How are you doing? How are you feeling? Welcome to my channel. I'm Monica. I'm here to inspire you, empower you, and give you some tips and tools for your dope box. Because as we know it, life can be crazy, chaotic, and messy. So I want to thank you for tuning in to your heart space. I want to thank you for joining my channel thus far. I joined about a year and a half ago, saying I want to reach more people with my message of support, with my message of love, with my message that you can do and be anything you put your mind to when you have the tips and tools and the support of those that emulate, that those that assist you a little bit of doing that. And why? Because growing up, I did not have that. So if this resonates with you, if you grew up in a family that wasn't very supportive, that didn't enable you to feel 100% loved, that's okay. There's no blaming anybody, but this is why I created this channel. You may have been the black sheep of your family, you may have been the little weirdo, you may be the middle child. um so welcome. And to start things off, it is the new year, so happy new year. And today is Monday, so happy Motivational Monday. And the message for today is really about reflecting. Reflecting on the year that you've had, reflecting on the ups, reflecting on the downs, reflecting on what you're proud of, and asking yourself, what now do you want to create in your life? What kind of person do you want to be moving forward? Because it's often said, and this is through Abraham Hicks, it's not the thing that we really want, it's the feeling of the thing that we really want. So I want you to think about, no matter what it is, the feeling of it. When you feel like you want to be the best person, what does that feel like? If you feel like you want to be the best communicator, what is that person? How does that person communicate? How does an assertive person communicate? How does a confident person communicate? I want you to think about those qualities, because those are the qualities that you want to bring in to your next year. I feel like next year, the theme is really to, is to keep your head up. Keep your head up no matter what is happening, because we all know life can be crazy, it can be chaotic, but it is within you to stay in your center. It is within your power to tune in whenever you feel off balance, right? So I'm going to share with you what I've learned, um, and what I am looking forward to next year. So the things that I've learned this year, um, is to remind yourself that you have the wisdom inside. You have the wisdom inside, so don't double question yourself. Go with your first gut instinct. Oftentimes we double question ourselves, even if it's another spiritual person, right? We're like, oh, they know more. They're getting downloads or they're channeling or whatever it means, everybody has their own blueprint. Everybody has their soul journey. And so if you're comparing yourself in any kind of capacity, whether spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, it's going to always lead you down a place where you don't want to be. We are not here again to compare ourselves. Just because someone has more, you feel like more of something else that you want doesn't mean that you don't have it. They're just showing you, hey, that you can have it because we're all connected. They're a reflection of you. We're all reflections of God's source. We're in the like and image of God. Okay. We have to remember that. So what you see out there is in you. Let's not get confused with you having the ability, you having the potential, you having all of it inside of you. We just got to tap into it. Okay. Second one is when helping others, remember that although you want to help others, you have to always remember on every level, mental, spiritual, physical, you have to remember that people will only accept what they think they deserve. And so, even if you want to help someone, give them all of the tools, give them everything, you can't make them do anything. You can only give them the information, and then they do with what they can or what they are choosing to do at the moment. And it's not your fault if they don't want to take it. Don't take it personally, even though many of us empaths, you know, may feel sad because you're like, I'm trying to help you. Well, maybe it's not, their path to take that insight right now. And it doesn't have to be. But just know if that person comes back, you'll be there for them, supportive, right? Open arms. To be the lighthouse. Because we're not here to judge. Someone doesn't want it at the time that you give it, that's totally fine. We're all on our unique divine blueprint and we respect other people's journeys, where they're at. Okay. And the only way to know the truth is to tune in. There's going to be a lot of stuff again, a lot of stuff coming out, a lot of all this drama. Remember, tune in. Is this true? Is this true for me? What do I feel inside? It's going to come back to strengthening your connection with source, your connection with God, like unshakable. Like saying, if someone comes at you and says, I think you're wrong, you're going to have to say, that's okay. You can think I'm wrong all you want. I know my truth. And stand in your truth. And be okay with people not agreeing with you because not everybody's going to. Be okay with people saying you're wrong. That's their opinion. Okay. So, for all my empaths, all my spiritual warriors, I know you are just wanting to help everybody. Let them come to you. Let them come to you, and that's it. And we don't force, we allow. Whoever wants to come, come. Whoever wants to go, go. And whoever stays, stays and is amazing. Why? Because we have to know our worth, first of all. Know what you came here to do. Know that you did not go through all this for nothing. You came here to learn your lessons and you came here to share them, to help others, clear their stuff, because everybody is healing. Everybody is healing their wounds from the past. Everybody's healing their wounds from generations. Everybody's healing their ancestral line. And so be that lighthouse and stand strong, unshakable. Imagine your light streaming through the heavens, down your vessel, all the way to Mother Earth, grounding your light into her and saying, I'm here. I'm ready to serve now. What are we going to create thus far? I'm wanting to create, share it with you, a community of growing. Every week we will have like Zoom meetings, and it'll be live. So I want to create a community that's more connected, where I can talk to you, and we can have that dialogue back and forth. So look out for that. Every week I created a Patreon, so it's in my bio. If you guys are interested, please do check it out. And oh yeah, one last thing. This 2024, it's all about abundance. I want you guys to remember that there are no limits to what you can create. Because we live in an infinite universe, because God is infinite in possibilities, there's so many things we have to be open to. We can only be open to these infinite possibilities if we're connected to soul, if we're connected to God, our higher self, whatever you want to call it. So remember, there are no limits to your abilities. So we're going to say this 3 times, because this is one of my affirmations that I created, and I want to share that with you. So 3 times. There are no limits to my abilities. Again, there are no limits to my abilities. Third, there are no limits to my abilities. Stand strong in who you are, your connection to Source, God, higher self, and know that you came here to be the light, to share your wisdom, to share your gifts, and to help other generations do the same. Here you are. I'm going to show this. Oh. And I hope you have a beautiful day. Love you guys.